So the recent focus of the railway project has been the construction of this switch, which will act to connect the new line back to the old line and combine them together into the driveway spur, which will act to go around the side yard and the front of the garage to move various things from scrap to tools to anything else I might need to work on the project. So, taking a look at the switch, is that it's rather traditional in design, pretty standard as to a railway turnout, has a set of points and a frog joint. The difference being is that I've chosen to make a foot operated switch, so it's just kicked from one side to the next over this piece of channel in the middle here, which acts to keep it in either of its positions. So again, it just pops up over that, slides over and back down, and with the rail being channel, as I've explained before, is that making the points was rather simple operation of just grinding off the flanges on that side, and it mates quite well with the flat side of the rail on either of the sides here. You can see that even though it's not very exact, but it's at least enough to not make the wheels skip. I've tested it a little bit, but again, it's not fully set. It's obviously just being leveled with blocks right now, so still a bit of work to do in terms of the in terms of where it's going to go. I think it might go a little bit further this way, just to leave a little bit more room in this area, because again, this even though it's full of scrap right now, this whole thing is supposed to be a driveway and a right-of-way to get vehicles into the backyard here. So I'd like to keep it open, meaning that this part connecting to the new line will have to be a grade crossing, either with gravel or planks or something of that nature. And of course, this side of the switch will go to the old line for access to the shed, though I do plan on getting rid of most of this stuff here, being that it's about 5 years old and it's starting to rot, and again, it being in the right-of-way. So that's what's been taking my time so far, and hopefully I will get to actually setting down the rails along the asphalt here, and that will actually quite increase the usefulness of the railway, being able to move more things with it instead of it just being more of a just kind of a display, because it is supposed to be functional. This line will eventually go back to brush piles further in the woods there, but for now I'm working on the top of this, so just the area at the front of the yard. So again, take a last look at the switch. It's channel rail, 4x4 ties, and here's a close-up of the frog joint, and of course the necessary guardrails to keep the flanges from slipping or skipping. And this area, of course, needs to be leveled out a little bit, so all in due time, that will be filled as well. Got some cinder blocks, gonna make some, maybe a retaining wall there. So that's the update of the railway so far, and thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next one.